Lunch. Now we are incorporating our honeydew into our cantaloupe. Oh my gosh, it is like absolute nectar. And here is the third one in this set. I think it's pretty. Hey y'all, hey, it's Patty with Giddy Things. I'm here for day 108 of our 5-minute in-name only exercise encouragement. How are you? I'm doing well. I appreciate it. I today just did some stretches and that's it. I was feeling like, you know what, I have been pushing myself for days and now I am just going to relax. And so I did some stretches as my be nice to me experience, and then I was nice to myself in lots of other ways. I diamond painted. I stayed up too late last night reading, but you know what? Not too concerned about it. What else? Had a bunch of cantaloupe, and oh my gosh, we peeled. I mean the disembodied voice. Peeled, is that what you say? Well, he cut up a honeydew, and we had that with cantaloupe as well. It was so good. It was like nectar. It was so sweet. And I had a scrubby shower, and I've got my skincare on. You can probably tell from the sheen that I've put Vaseline on my face, on my lips, and just feeling really refreshed, which is the point, right? Which is the point. I also had a weigh-in today wherein I had lost, I guess I want to say almost 2 pounds, right at 2 pounds. I think it was 1.9 pounds or something like that, 1.8, 1.9. And I was really pleased with that. So I'm getting to a place where it's kind of surreal to me what I weigh now. I mean, my highest weight was 425 at least. And then, I got down to 330 without the GLP-1. And then I'm moving down some more, perilously close to 250 pounds. Oh my gosh, not perilously, but just to be a little hyperbolic. So I'm very excited about that. In fact, it's so funny because I know that our dear Debbie likes, and I think he's wonderful too, Jelly Roll. I think he's a wonderful human being. He's overcome so much. And he was on a talk show, and I'm trying to remember which talk show it was. It's really nice. It was, you know what? Was it Stephen Colbert? It might have been Stephen Colbert. It was either Stephen Colbert or Jimmy Kimmel, maybe. I can't remember. But he has a really, Mr. Roll, Jelly Roll, it has a really nice personality. He's very personable. You can really see yourself having a conversation with him. And he's lost, I think, now 200 pounds. And I think he may want to lose another 100. But one of the things he was saying was, when someone asked him about, whether it was Jimmy Kimmel or Stephen Colbert, asked him about his, trying to picture it in my mind, I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, asked him about his goal weight. And he was like, you know what? Pretty much the world opens up to you at 250 pounds and under. And, he's got a point. He's a tall guy. I'm a tall woman. And so I'm happy. I really think I don't really have a goal weight per se. I used to set it at 190 because that was when I remembered being like a size 8, 10 or 10, 12 because I am tall. And now I'm like, you know what? 220 looks great. 200 looks great. Just whatever. I think it's when, and this is what I've kind of determined and talked to my doctors about over the years, it's when your lab work looks great, and you feel your best. And so I know there was definitely a time in high school when I did not feel my best, when I was too thin, to be honest. I was talking to my sister of choice about this today, and I was like, I was 168 pounds at that point, and it just wasn't enough, right? It just was not enough for my build, for my height, for me, right? Everybody has a different point at which he, she, or they feel comfortable. And here's the thing about that, I think that's pretty important, is, just to always check with your doctor before you exercise, but just the sheer act of knowing yourself well enough to go, this is it, right? This is where I need to be, and this is where I need to maintain. Because, all of those charts, now BMI is important and stuff like that. Now, obviously, listen to your healthcare providers. And if you have healthcare providers who are putting a number on you that doesn't seem realistic, talk to them about that. And if they won't budge, maybe, I'm not telling you what to do. It's not medical advice, but maybe it's time to look for a different doctor. I think darling Linda and I were conversing recently in the comments about how, every time you go see a healthcare provider, you should feel nurtured. You should feel replenished in some way, even if they have to tell you things that you don't want to hear about what you need to do to be healthier. It should be delivered in a loving and supportive manner, in a manner that lets you know that they believe in you. And here's the thing. I mean, when my doctor, my primary care physician, there's several of them, but my primary care physician is such a nice guy. He's so smart. He's such a good doctor. And he loves to end your time with him for that day, for that exam, by saying you are so loved. And, that's one of the things that I say on this channel a lot. So I think that's super important as well. So I hope you're doing things today to be nice to yourself. Oh my gosh, you are so loved. You are loved by me. I love you so much, and by so many, and most importantly, by your Creator. Please do go in peace and love with me to serve others, and please do pray for Ukraine.